Hello, this is Amazon Aaron. I will be breaking down SmartScout's subcategories and how I use it for a solo agency or pretty much any agency out there. So let's start with subcategories. Digging on in. This is my favorite function. This is what I use the most. And so today I'll be picking on prenatal vitamins just because it's a big and also competitive marketplace. So you can see I just started typing in prenatal. It kicks out here. It shows it's a 15 million, like just a quick, it's $15 million estimated monthly revenue in this one product, in this one subcategory. So if you click on here, we could break it down in several different ways. Let's go to the dashboard first. Okay, again, so this is the overview of the entire category. So Amazon's selling 40% of it, other 60% of it's getting into a marketplace. This one's it's giving you a lot of information to to get started with. You know your average sale price on there. You know you're competing against at least 100 players on there, but you're also competing against Amazon too. But you also have that big number. So click on the subcategories tab, see anything new on there. I don't think it's going to populate because it is a subcategory. So brands. This one's super interesting as well, and market share. So obviously this is a list of all the brands. This is a list of their total revenue in that category, and then their market share. So Ritual is the market leader here, and everybody else is trying to catch up. But even if you're 1% of that marketplace, because it's so big, it's still doing $170,000 a month. Not too shabby if you're just getting started or you want to get started. So even if you're doing 0.1%, it's still not having a bad day as long as you keep your overhead low. So there's still, because the category is so large, it's still a big place to play at with some potential sales in there. Products tab. This is kind of where I dial in a little bit more. So obviously Ritual was the market leader. So the Ritual, it will show you the exact ASIN, sometimes a parent ASIN, the exact ASIN that is generating all that information. Okay, so this is the ASIN then that lists under the parent ASIN here. So this is kind of a lot of information about how many units, the pricing, revenue, um, everything, kind of the key information on who you're going after. So you can see who the top dogs are, who the middle dogs are, and kind of go about them strategically how you need to. And see, and you can see your marketing. You can see your marketing. You can target your ASINs. You could target their reverse ASIN search for keywords, everything else. So I'm going to break down into scope. Okay, so this is again, this is more of this is category prenatal. So the scope button, it kind of shows you. I could dial into exact dates and everything else, but we're going to go with the 12-month here. Is who's leading this train and how big is the train going? Looks like we had everybody was taking a lot of them then, and then everything kind of fell off, and you could see a good trend here. And then search volume and kind of break down the keywords of what's driving this category, what information on this category. So you obviously need these sort of keywords in here, okay? And everything you see that's usually in a graph or information, there's an export button. So if you want to save this for later, do something with it, there's an Excel, put an Excel spreadsheet with it. I like to export it out and cut and paste the keywords, cut and paste the ASINs, and do a lot of information on there. So subcategory, top products, which is probably going to be about the same, just over and above everybody. But then there's a big drop off, and then they go back on again. So there's always a history behind that. It's either they ran out of inventory or they ran out of marketing money or something happened or something got shut down. It's usually one of those three. Nothing good on Amazon happens fast. And then opportunity matrix, see what opportunities are here. So obviously, if there's the closer to this cluster is kind of where all the action's at, and then you're going to have some other flyers around here, different price points and different. And so you kind of use that on like, all right, do you want to be your lone wolf over here, or do you want to be playing with this over here? Where do you want to be at? Do you want to be higher price over here? So it's kind of you kind of pick your spot. Where do you want to play at? What sandbox you want to play in? So what it's showing here is your overlap is where everything is going to happen at. So it is multivitamins, blended vitamins, prenatal vitamins, and so everybody's kind of looking about something in the middle here. And one of these is organic. The other one is sponsored. And then the last one will be search terms. This is just everything in that category that is leading the way on all the top high relevance, how many ASINs are using it, everything else. So if you wanted to kind of do a quick overview of a subcategory and get some detailed information and kind of work backwards from there, this is where I'd start at. This is where I start at. This is where I end at. This is where I keep on coming back to. Is right here. So check it out and strategize it and use it how the best you can.